Hey tubes, something's wrong here, truth and budget. As usual, the lighting is worse than I thought it was when I started the video. And I look like crap, I just woke up. Anyways, why I look like crap is probably part of the, major part of the video. But, I don't, I think sometimes I get a little too cocky with the trolls and stuff, and they decide to stop attacking me on the internet and come give me a spiritual attack. Which is what I wanted to discuss right this moment while I'm sitting here soaking. I'm starting to feel like I'm bored and being cooked, but I should stay in the bath a little longer. So it's part of my recovery process. 10 points for anyone who guesses what my injury is. Um, Full on guess though. You can't be a partial guess. You have to guess exactly what happened in the order it happened. But anyway, spiritual attack. So yeah, let me go ahead and describe how it is sometimes for me. Specifically last night and this morning. Because you may not know that you're under spiritual attack sometimes. Perfect example is anyone who suffers sleep paralysis. Um, if you're in bed and you can't like move or speak or do anything, you're being seized. Um, the only thing that's ever worked for me is calling out the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Whenever I find myself in surrounded by a demon party, I always just cry out power of Christ, and it seems to work for me. I don't know why. I say power of Christ. Anyway, so yeah, this morning was particularly bad. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and describe some of the symptoms. So basically, whenever I closed my eyes, it was just chaos. Like I couldn't, you know, I like it's not like when your mind is like kind of, like you have random thoughts or like weird, like stuff just, pops into your head and you're like, what's that doing there? That's no business here. Not even like that, just like noise, lights and noise. When I closed my eyes, it was lights and noise and chaos. I couldn't like keep a thought. And my whole body was shaking. Like it felt like the bed was shaking. Like it felt like I was like vibrating, you know? And took forever to fall asleep. And when I finally did, I slept for a few hours. I feel like crap. I feel thrashed. And same deal, all my pillows and blankets are just all around the bed, everywhere, because I did not, have a very comforting sleep. All those are things that happen when you're under spiritual attack, when you got things attacking you, things of the spirit realm. Unfortunately, when you do what I do, you make a lot of enemies there, and we're not really equipped to fight them, as you've heard me say before. Oh, good, my phone's trying to do stuff. That's great. Um, it's always a good sign when I'm making a video and all of a sudden it says can't zoom in or out, and it's like I'm not pressing the screen. Um, but anyway, and it's just one of the things that sucks, other than being attacked by demons and losing sleep, and like your body not being your own for a little bit and your mind not being your own for a little bit, is trying to explain this to other people. Having to tell someone that like you can't work today because you couldn't sleep because you were fighting off demons all night and morning, and you're exhausted. Doesn't float. You sound like a crazy person, which is unfortunate. Unfortunately the result of like all this, because I know a lot of people that suffer sleep paralysis. They don't want to hear that they're under spiritual attack. Because unfortunately a lot of these people are spiritual. So they can't bear the thought of spirits attacking them. Because they're like, I love spirits. I talk to them all the time and do things for them and channel them and call them, and it's good. It's good for me. It's working well. I'm a stable person. But anyway, like it just stinks because a lot of time people calling the spirits to themselves don't know what they're doing and don't know that they're doing it and don't know that they're filling their house with demons for everyone else to enjoy. And if you're suffering the attacks, you can't, you know, people think you're a crazy person. You know, literally, they just think you're a crazy person. They won't think for a second that there are, you know, that there actually is a spirit world, and there are spirits, and those spirits were effing with you. They can't. They just think you're a crazy person for saying that, because science and stuff, you know, because they know a little bit of psychology, because they read a story once about how that people supposedly were suffering from mass hysteria. So, you know, they don't believe in stuff. You know, they personally never experienced anything supernatural, which most of the time these people have. They just can't deal with it. Most of the time, I found people just love the illusion. They're obsessed with the illusion. They can't live without it. If you try to, like, you know, expose reality to them, they don't want to hear it. They don't want any part of it. It's either too scary for them, or they're comfortable in their little fake world with their little fake information, feeling fake smart. Who knows? But, you know, it's just not, unfortunately, not something you could be like, oh, hey, sorry, feel like crap. I was fighting off demons all night. You know, you'll just, people, oh, ha, 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 or like, you're like, whatever, dude. You know, it's like, I can't, you know, I can't go to work in the morning if I've been laying in bed like frantic for hours, not sleeping. I'm literally whole body feels like it's like this, and like my brain is just lights in colors and, like, you know, noise and chaos. Yeah, let's go, you know, let's go use power tools while I'm like that, you know? Like, I like hot meals, you know? I like doing stuff with my day, you know? I don't want to, I don't know. At the same time, I'm still not quite 100%, so I could use a couple days anyway. As it, oh, of course, pisses everyone off that I don't work Saturdays. So there's that too. Like, even the little things, dude, it's so hard. Even when you're keeping your mouth shut, not like trying to help people, trying to expose people, you know, try not, you know, letting them watch their dumb little television shows with their lies and their trannies and their, you know, you know, if anyone is like, oh, that chick's so hot, I will be like, that's a dude, which people don't like either. But I would want to know, you know, the fact that, you know, that before I knew, before I could see, you know, I had eyes to see, and, you know, and there would be attractive Hollywood women, you know, oopsie daisy, but, you know, those are dudes, you know, and that's just something you have to come to terms with. A lot of them are dudes. You were accidentally attracted to dudes, you know. You might have pleasured yourself to pictures of dudes. Like, these are just things you have to come to terms with. But it's just one of those things too, where you start looking and actually doing like the transvestigation stuff, and then actually look at, like, you know, Hollywood people. It's like you can't look at people the same again. You just can't. You know, you immediately look at them and you see it. You know, you see the woman in there. You know, it doesn't matter the patchy beard or the, you know, or the biceps or like whatever else they do. You know, that you see it in the back, you see it in the hips, you see it in the skull, you see it in the shoulders, you see it in the hands. You know, like, you know, people like, you know, Brad Pitt sure can pack on the muscle mass, but if you really look at the guy, his shoulders are like 2 feet apart and his hands are tiny. You know, I bet he has tiny feet too. You never see his feet. You know, and then you have people, you know, that like those chicks from Friends who, like, her feet are huge. You know, I don't know. Once you see it, man, it's rough. You literally could just take your thumb and put it over their head, and it's like, that's a man with fake breasts and no junk. That's what that is. You know, all those like hot beach bodies. It's like, wait a minute, cover the head. It's like, that's a dude. Like, that's clearly a dude. When you actually, you know, have eyes to see, and you can see the shoulders and the you know, the muscle mass that shouldn't be there, the bone structure, the you know, it's so funny. I was trying to tell someone the other day, we've been lied to our whole lives. We've been watching Hollywood movies with trannies in them our whole lives. We have no idea. We don't know what a woman looks like half the time, you know? Yeah, that's just one of those things where I was never attracted to like a lot of famous people. None of them really did it for me. You know, I just always, you know, everyone would be, oh, that chick's so hot, and I'd be like, I don't see it, kind of, I was always like the chubby chaser, I always liked the chubby girls. I apparently liked the women while everyone else was into dudes with fake boobs. Whatever, I'm pretty sure I've been tricked a few times. Can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but like I said, I've just never really been into famous people because they've always looked funny to me. They've never looked, like a lot of I thinking back, and all the chicks have big square heads. They have big jaws and pointy, you know. And that's what I saw whenever I saw them. I saw no female form, no hips, and a big square face, and it wasn't doing it for me. You know, it's nice to learn. 20 something years later. Oh, it's a dude. That's why it didn't do it for me. So, I don't know. We get deceived all the time. I don't even know how I got on the topic of trannies. It's been a hot topic lately because they're everywhere, and like it's one of those rabbit holes too, where it's kind of a bummer. Like you just need to take a break from it. It's just depressing after a while. It's like interesting, and then it's just like really depressing. So the horror. But I don't even know how I got into that topic. But I don't know, man. What do you do when you're under spiritual attack? Unless you have Christian friends that understand, but how many of us have those people in our direct, lives, Like we don't, we gotta just take what we got. And there's people home. All right, I gotta go. I don't want people interrupting me and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, questions, comments, if I could help anyone out, identifying issues. Obviously 3 to 5 a.m. is a rough time for a lot of us. Um, yeah, it's a big old crap sandwich, and we all gotta take a bite. Anyway, love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, and gosh, stay strong. If you're under the attack too, know that you're not alone. Let's have a little support network of people under spiritual attack, because you can't tell your family or friends about it because they're just gonna like try to get you committed. That's gonna happen at some point. I mean, I already have friends, that legitimately think I'm a crazy person. That's very unsettling to me. Very unsettling. Because literally, it's going to be a matter of time till they're just like, oh, these people are unsafe. If these people believe these certain things, they're unsafe. Do you know anyone that believes these things? And I'm going to get thrown right under the bus. That's in the Bible too. We're going to get sold out by everyone. All these people we're trying to save, all these knuckleheads that we're trying to save, they're the ones that are going to get us thrown under the bus. All right, not the Gestapo. They're going to call the Gestapo on us. That's how it's going to go down. It's in the Bible. I'm sorry. And you probably already see it in your personal lives too, where like people are like, man, if you get committed, if you better watch out talking like that, you're going to get committed. It's only a matter of time till we're all declared crazy, you know? And then they have a miracle drug for sleep paralysis that like kills your liver and kidneys or whatever, and causes suicide. Anyway, love you guys. Have a beautiful night. Day. It's only day. I'm so tired. Have a beautiful day. God bless you.